Namaste beautiful yogis, welcome to Ali Kamenova Yoga. I'm Ali and today we're doing a very relaxing, pretty much reclining yoga class for during menstruation, during flu, when you need to boost your immunity or when your immunity is down, when you're extremely tired, when you feel like laying down, when you're sick. And we're gonna start with face massage. We'll focus on the sinus area and so forth. So we are gonna relax the body through the face and just give ourselves a little treatment. And you can grab either a bolster. Most of you probably don't have a bolster, so 2 blankets would work perfectly fine. 2 pillows, 2 blankets, and you just roll them together so that you can prop yourself up and use it as a prop. So, are you ready to flow with strength and ease? So, starting with the face massage, make sure that your hands are clean. Grab whatever oil you prefer to use on your face. I really like almond oil. Sweet almond oil is my favorite oil to take my makeup off, and for just any type of face stuff massage, use this. Rose hip is amazing. I'm gonna use something that I have had in my fridge for a while, so it's time to use it. Sacha Inchi. And you just need any oil, basically olive oil would work, but olive oil is a little heavy, so if you're prone to breakouts, you might wanna go with almond oil. If your skin needs some sun damage reversal, rose hip would be better. So put some oil on your face so you're not tugging on your skin, and we're gonna start face massage for our tired days, or even for a Sunday afternoon. This class is good for a Sunday afternoon. And we're gonna start with placing the fingers under the lip, on the chin, firm pressure, and hold here. And give it a firm pressure. Now bring them out a little bit, just slightly, and firm pressure. And a little more firm pressure. And a little more firm pressure. And now glide them out all the way up to the front of the ears and down. Very good. This is very good for during the flow because we're dragging or pulling or moving the lymph down, unlocking the flow. And again, firm pressure under the chin. And out. And out. Hold it here on the sides and glide it out. Up in front of the ear, light pressure down. Light pressure down. Let's do a few more strokes in front of the ears. Bring in the fingers. You can bring one of the fingers behind the ears and just pull it down. This is full of lymph nodes, and we want to bring it down by gently bringing the fingers down the neck all the way to the collarbones, and do a few taps just above the collarbone. Tap 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 tap. A few more. That gets everything moving out of the. This is the main drainage point from all the lymph in the head down. Citrus and subacid fruit is the best for moving the lymph because obviously the lymphatic system does not have a pump the way the cardiovascular system does, so we have to help it with movement, good food, clean water, and sometimes lymphatic drainage massage. So a few more glides down, very light pressure. You don't want to push under the skin. Just right under the skin is where you want to access, so the pressure is light. You're gliding down with light fingers. You can even try with your pinky if you're uncertain, if you're heavy-handed, and see how that feels, because your pinky would apply the least amount of pressure. Alright, so again, bring the fingers on the chin and tuck your thumbs underneath the chin. Tuck them and pull them slightly forward and press gently under the chin. And open out, and now release the thumbs and glide out, up and down. A few more, this time you can do it fast. Glide up and down, 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 glide up and down. This is basically gonna be a class that's a hug. That will feel like a hug. And here you can form a C with your index fingers. Bring the thumbs under and glide out and down, out and down. Again, light pressure down the neck. Medium pressure here on the jaw, light down. A few more of those. Great. Feel free to do this reclining. And here we are going to bring the fingers again on the sides of the chin, and we'll bring it up. Think about the marionette lines, lifting those lines and up all the way to the inner corners of the ear and up the forehead. And now you open the arms, bring them down, and again, gentle pressure down the neck. So we're moving all the lymph that collects here and pushes the face down. Removing, and you can actually do the bulldog face, pull that, all of that tissue up, and forehead and down and up. So we'll repeat this a few more times. So just focus on the pressure. Medium, light pressure up, and very light pressure down on the sides. This should feel good on the face too. That upward movement should feel good. I'm exaggerating. You get what I mean. You can bring the breath in. Alright, so let's move over to the forehead. Bring your fingers onto the forehead and bring them out and down, out and down. Light pressure here. We'll be doing no inversions today because it's yoga during menstruation, infection, sickness, and in those times you don't want to bring the head down. You want to let the body naturally relax. You can do this in bed actually, this whole sequence. Someone requested a sequence for those days when you're in bed. So gentle slaps on the cheeks, bringing circulation. You can open the mouth, form a really long O, stretching everything. You can look up. And we're going to bring the fingers onto the sides of the nose and bring them out, out, down, out, down, out, down, out, down, out, down, out, down. You can again form a C with your index finger and bring them under the cheekbone, and down under the cheekbone, and down under the cheekbone, and down. All right, let's move over to the sinuses. So here we're just going to, you can use your middle fingers and bring them down the bridge of the nose and over the sinus cavity. So let's do this for at least 12 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now from the inner corner of the eyebrows out, a little more gentle pressure right here where the crow's feet are, and in. That can also move lymph here. Now I find it useful for some of the poses to form a, also your skin is stretched and you're not tugging. Also it's good to stretch the face, so it's a double positive. You stretch your muscles, your face, your jaw, and at the same time you're preventing tugging on the skin. When you stretch the face, you can also look up. Okay. Now we're gonna bring the index or middle finger on the inner portion of the eyebrow and bring it out on the eyebrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, just on the eyebrow and right above it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And again down from the front of the ear to the collarbones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now make sure that your knuckles are oiled up, and you're going to zigzag right under the jaw. This has a cosmetic and again moving the lymph effect. So zigzag, 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 medium pressure. You can even push your jaw, bottom lip forward to stretch it out. All of these stretches are really good for the muscles. It's like stretching the body, it's the same thing. Great. Let's massage the ears. So first we'll massage the soft part in a circular motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now the entire ear, the top part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now you grab your ears and you pull them out and up and down and out and up and down and out. This feels, I can imagine how puppies feel when their mom grabs them by their neck. They go limp. It feels like that, kind of. I can imagine, although I've never been a puppy, clearly. But I'm channeling my inner puppy. All right, time for the head. You can dry off your hands a little bit and in the rest of your body if you don't want to make your hair oily, but you will start from the hairline and up. This is probably one of the best things you can do for yourself when you're feeling a little tired or low energy, is to give yourself a head massage, face and head and ears. So you start from right above the ears and in circular motions You basically, you're not gliding over the skin, you're grabbing a portion of the skin and moving it over the bone, and that brings circulation to the hair, to the head. It can be good for memory too. Moving it up towards the top of the head. It should feel good, no pain. That goes with every yoga pose. There is a distinction between challenging pain and actual pain. Challenging pain is usually feels pretty good. And usually when we're sick or kind of down, we don't look so fresh, so this is gonna also help with looking a little bit fresher, but also feeling better and giving ourselves the needed relaxation. Feel free to add to this portion here rosemary oil or lavender. Alright, then let's move a little forward. So this was above the ears, moving forward towards the forehead and up towards the top of the head. Same movement. You should feel a lot of good tingling sensation all over your scalp. And now from the back of behind the ears towards the back of the head. Ooh, and now you can form Cs. A C and a reverse C with your hands, and bring them over the eyes and open them a little bit. Open the fingers just a tiny bit. Open the eyes and close them without squeezing, squinting, etc. the eyes. Just open and close, and feel the subtle muscles around the eye. That can also help with lymphatic drainage under the eye and above the eye puffiness, but also can strengthen the eyes themselves and also the skin around the eyes. It can also be good, although I haven't tested it for that, for dark circles. But also it's good for puffiness. Just close them gently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bring your lips underneath the teeth with a smile to stretch this area. You should feel the stretch. And now form an O. And again. That's also good for the wrinkles around the mouth, but also it stretches the skin. You know, you can grab your hair and pull it a little bit, just gently grabbing a section of the hair and pulling out. This was always said to be very good. I remember it since I was a child, before I was doing those things, face massage. But I have to tell you that I started this face massage for the sinuses, probably was 7, 8. So I've learned it from my teacher, first grade teacher, and also my grandma. And it's really good to massage her over the sinuses. you can just massage right here over the nose. And now you can place your fingers, index and middle on the inside of the eye, index on the very corner of the eye, and now close the eyes and open. 1, 2, you can look up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's open the right arm out and bring it up and touch your back or shoulder. And now bring the hand onto the head. You can grab the head or you can grab the end of the eyebrow and end of eye, and bring your head over, pulling the skin up or holding the hairline, and just hold here. Stay in the place where the stretch is real gentle and real juicy. And opposite side. Someone requested a class for when you don't want to get out of bed, you're not feeling good and you're going to spend the day in bed, but you want to do yoga. So this is also, we'll do stuff for the body, but this is also for the head. So the opposite side, same thing. Find a place where you can really gently stretch the entire neck. That can really regenerate your energy or even your mood. Release, and now touch your shoulder with the left hand. Let's look over the right. You can again form an O with your mouth, but push your lips forward. That will bring the stretch deep into the neck. If you really push the lips forward, you feel it. And opposite side. I'm back to center, and now we're gonna lower the ear and also look up. So a little more of a ballet, 45 degrees, that up and also down. And you can do the same with the lips. Feel the stretch, opposite side. Great, let's bring the chin down and look up. Now when you look up, make sure that you're not collapsing and making the back of your neck uncomfortable. More think about lengthening the back of the neck. You can glide the skin down the neck. Now that we have oil on the skin, it's even better. You can look up to the right and iron out the left or massage the left. Look over to the opposite side. Massage the right. And now bring the hands behind the neck and pull them forward. And now you're going to cup your hands just like this, and you can sit them on your knees, and you're going to bring your chin into your hands. You can look down, and very slowly, so it's an exaggerated slow move, you will glide the hands out, moving all of this tissue, lymphatic fluid accumulation out. So, but we're using a little firmer pressure, and we're using the pads of the palm. So look down, bring your chin in, And now begin to glide out, so you let your head slip forward. It's a very relaxing pose. Deep tissue, deep shiatsu for the face, and again. And again, slowly. One more. One last. Great. Let's do a few shoulder circles. So sit upright so that we have the proper position here. And do a few circles back. Lengthening. And a few circles forward. Great. Here you will grab your blankets or pillows or bolster, and you can bring your legs around easy. Here I would probably use another pillow so that it's a very mild pose, and lean forward. So stack up the pillows. It's fine to not go as deep as your body can, so that it's relaxing. So this one is one of the most relaxing poses there are, and the main point here is to be able to put your forehead down onto the prop. So stack it up as high as you need to, so that your forehead is resting, because the action of you placing your forehead down is probably the main therapeutic benefit. And you can bend the knees here. No striving here for perfect lines. And hold here, relax, keep a smile on your face. This class is not meant to energize you, it is meant to refresh you in a different way. It is meant to allow you to relax deeper, so that you can really go into that place of relaxation, which is the place of deep healing. We heal only when we're reclining, when we're sleeping, when we're laying down. That's the healing portion of our day. So sometimes we need to lay a little more during certain periods in life. And let's come up and open the legs. Not too wide, not as wide as your typical wide-legged forward bend. Just a little more open than the straight forward. You can adjust the flesh around your bum and lay down again. You can have your knees bent, of course. And inhale up. Should feel very good. We're gonna stay a little longer in this particular inversion or forward bend. Bend the right knee, and you can bring the left leg touching the prop and lean forward here. This is a mouth hip opener. And opposite side. Inhale up, soles of the feet together, but instead of keeping the legs close to you, which would be here, you're gonna glide them out, forming that diamond shape, and lower down again. You will have to lengthen your spine here, and you'll feel it in the hips. And coming up, so this one is, you will bring your right leg down. Now my hips are a little more open, on the more open end of the spectrum, so you can just have the left knee up and allow the right leg to open. You can sit in a cross-legged position and still lean forward and lay, or you can go for a double pigeon, either incomplete or not the end version of it, or lower down, flex the feet, whatever. I like to do this one sometimes when I'm watching TV, because it releases the muscles around the tailbone, and it's especially good for any type of back pain, hip pain, leg pain, sciatica, restless legs, anything like that. It just really releases deeply. So take your level. If this is too much for, we're not warmed up, then just take the previous version of it. Some people need to be warmed up to go into it. Make sure that you're flexing the feet either way. Leaning forward is also optional here. And this, to me, it feels like spilling honey all over the entire area. It's just spilling this sensation of all over the area where I'm stretching. So it feels extremely therapeutic. So that's what you're looking for, not some clenching your teeth type of pose. It has to feel good. So if it doesn't, you can just keep the right leg down and the left knee up. For pregnancy, it was a lifesaver. I had to hold it probably for 5 to 10 minutes on each side every night, and I would sleep great. Actually, this routine would be very good for pregnancy as well. If you're leaning forward, you can create a fist with your hands and bring them right under the cheekbone. And move them out the other cheekbone. And out towards the end. And one more time. And move them out. You will come out and place them back in. Come out and place them back in. Firm pressure. You can do more if it feels good. That's for shaping the face. Breathe, softening the breath. You can bring your hands onto your temples and slowly massage the temples. Again, this one is really good with an essential oil. It's just as good without. Massaging the temples and then reversing the direction. Firm pressure here. Massaging the acupoints in front of the ear, so top of the ear, where there is a little indentation, you can do firm massage, circular. This is a little off subject here, but if you're looking for a movie, series actually, that feels like Sunday afternoon cry session, Enlightened. We just watched Enlightened with Laura Dern. Oh my god. I think towards the end of the first season, maybe the second season started, oh, I cried my eyes out. It was so emotional. All right, are you ready to change sides? This is getting towards the end of this class. We have to feel like jello. All right, opposite side. I feel pretty open, so judge it for the particular moment. Sometimes when we're with the flow, we're totally stiff, so just one leg down would be fine. And breathe into it, or regular cross-legged position also. Sometimes it's intense enough, so it has to feel like your body is yielding into it for you to go for it. And some of you are really, really open, so this would be totally fine. You can again massage the front of the ear, so you find the acupoint. If you're not certain, right towards the top, where there is a little, when you press on an acupoint, they usually have a little bit of a sensation, indentation and filling, and you can press there and do a little circular motion, and then lower, mid-ear, and then the lower ear, front of the lower ear. You can bring it at the bottom of the jaw and under on the jaw. Here you're just pressing forward, press, 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 press. Great. Coming out, we'll do a little more. Again, a little bit of a hip opener. You're gonna turn your back to your props, pillows, bolster, etc. And you will lay back down onto the bolster. Here you can glide your legs a little further away or closer to you. Now, if you have extra blankets and pillows, feel free to place them underneath the higher part of your thighs, so that you're supported and you can just lay here supported, so that the knees don't open too much. I brought just one prop so that I can make this class very doable for everybody instead of 5 more props. But if you do have more pillows, especially if you're doing this in bed, just bring them under the very top part of your legs, so that the legs are, the idea is the legs are as high, as a little on the higher end than the lower end, so that you can just relax. You want to make the stretch somewhat mild because we're holding them a little longer. Here you can bring your hands onto your eyebrows, grab your eyebrows, so index finger and thumb, and you will grab the eyebrows and pull the skin up and pause. And now bring the fingers a little further out. Grab the skin and pull it up and pause. That again should feel good, and it also relieves, this is relieving the fascia, so it can relieve you from the frown, permanent frown. There's a few more things to do for a frown. The deep 11 wrinkle, this is one of them. There's a few other things to recondition the muscles so they're not going always into that facial expression. Keep bringing the fingers out. This is relieving the fascia from its usual pattern, how we like to hold the face or how we're used to. This allows us to repattern it, which is, you know, giving it a clean slate, allowing it to find an expression that matches our heart. Sometimes we look tired or angry and we don't feel like we don't feel tired or angry. And sometimes we do feel angry and it's expressed on the face, and changing the facial expression can change how we feel. Keep doing it, keep lifting the skin. You can bring the fingers up the forehead, firm pressure, just up. Drop the shoulders, open the chest. Alright, let's bring the hands on the outer sides of the legs, lift the legs and come onto your side, and you don't have to come all the way up. Just bring your pillow, this one is a juicy one, especially if you're in bed. Bring your pillow between your legs and lay down. You can bring a pillow under the head or your hands and just lay here. That is really good for adjusting and allowing the hips to be in the right position. I also actually recommend sleeping this way. With here I don't have adjustability options, so this is just a little too wide for me, but it still feels good. But you want it ideally to place your knees at the hip width apart. Mine are a little wider, which is okay, but just a more firm big pillow that is smaller than this would be even better. So you feel everything here aligning really well when you lay like this. That's actually how I did a portion of my birthing. I had to lay on this side and on the other side, and I had to rotate and keep moving so that the baby can come down and the pelvis can stay open. Give into the relaxation, melt into the floor, give in, let go of how you hold your body, and just exhale, soften. Soften the hips, soften the tailbone, soften the belly, soften the knees, the inner thighs. If you're needing healing and if you need to boost your immunity, this is the way to do it, by completely relaxing, laying down, resting. Beautiful. And let's roll onto the back, however you want to change sides, and go over to the other side. And again, breathe into your hips and tailbone. Here they are getting a really good adjustment, or a little good realignment. If you're using a pillow, just make sure that you're at least a hip width, the knees are at least a hip width, and don't use too small of a pillow. Stack a few pillows if you have to. And if it's long enough, you rest your legs on it to your feet. exhale, keep softening into the belly. Beautiful. And this is gonna be our only, not inversion, but semi-inversion of the day. Bringing the bolster under the knees. You can bring the soles of the feet together and lay here for a moment. Now this can work with 2 pillows on each side again. If you don't have the roll of blankets or bolster. Keeping the lips in a, corners of the lips in a smile. Softening the hips and the lower belly as you lay here. Allowing the hips to really soften here, letting go of any tension that you can detect, residual tension, even paying attention to tension. That alone can realign your pelvis and hips by allowing certain patterned holding and tension to ease, to get relief. Allowing ourselves to let go of certain ways we hold the muscles, the body in. And here you can step your feet onto the prop and just be here, or you can go into happy baby. And release the left leg. You can bring the right shin bone across here. region. Now if that's too much, you can just do one-sided happy baby, which resembles lunge but upside down. And opposite side, flex your foot always to protect the knee. Breathe into your hip, let go, soften the tailbone, the glutes. We've been doing so many glute strengthening exercises. This is gonna soften, relax them. Beautiful. And here you are going to come onto your side and come up and prepare yourself for child's pose. So you'll bring the bolster between your legs, sit either on your heels or on the ground, and lower down here. Now when you lower down, you can look up right now for a quick tutorial. We're gonna tap the kidneys, which can also stimulate the healing process. I love it from Chinese medicine. So you tap the kidney area really light, very light. You want to just use vibrational medicine almost to awaken their energy rather than jam them. They are actually pretty sensitive to heating and to strong pressure. So you want to just tap. It's almost, think of it as knocking on the door. Hey, how are you? How are you doing? I love you guys. Tap. Loving energy. Tap. And now you can lay. My spiritual teacher always, that's what I learned very early on, to wake up in the morning and to send loving energy to the organs, especially the organs that you tend not to think about, because everything has consciousness or awareness, or everything is alive basically. And to just send loving energy to the liver, to the kidneys, to the pancreas, uterus, ovaries, prostate, stomach, bladder, adrenals, and so forth. Organs, glands, veins, arteries, whatever you want to think about, sending loving energy, even body parts, legs, things that you sometimes judge for how they look instead of being grateful for how they work. And coming up, look up and smile. And hands over the heart. Thank you all for joining me today for this class. I hope you feel relaxed. Make sure to go get 1 or 2 or 3 big mugs of tea now, because we want to flush the system with liquids after we do some lymphatic drainage. So make sure to hydrate and have a beautiful rest of the day. Sending you all my love, and I'll see you with our next class. Namaste.